Hey everyone, welcome to Training Vlog 2. Bringing back some more old footage from, I believe, May. This day was lower body heavy. Still trying to get my strength back up from having injuries on and off these past 3 years. Just for those of you who didn't know, after my contest season was over 3 years ago, I had some pretty debilitating injuries. One that was so bad that I was out of the gym for 3 months. My lower back just hurt so bad and I had no idea what was going on. I went to a lot of doctors and all of them really didn't know what was going on as well. In hindsight, it's probably a mobility issue. Because back then I was not doing any mobility, no stretching. I mean, all I just did was your basic, 10 rep warm up with the weight and go, pyramid up. Nowadays, it's a different story. I mean, you always see me massaging, always stretching. But just because you do those things doesn't mean that you're never going to get injury, because injuries happen no matter what you're doing. In any sport, you're going to see injuries. I mean, just right now, I'm barely getting over some supraspinatus, some rhomboid problems. So I've been trying to take care of that. It's feeling a little better now. But just one thing that you need to be aware of is injuries are going to happen. Just gotta learn how to deal with them and how to work around them. That's one of the biggest things also, is how to work around injuries. You should never work out while it hurts, because that probably will make it worse. Always find things that don't hurt and work on progressing on those instead. My current split right now is actually at lower and upper, which means that one day I'll do a lower body workout, next day I'll do an upper body. The days often switch between a strength training and hypertrophy style, which means that one day I'll train usually in the 3 to 6 rep range for strength, and for hypertrophy I'll train anywhere between 8 to 15 even. I really enjoy doing sumo deadlifts. If you guys aren't doing those, you should really try them out. I just barely started doing those actually about a year ago, and I really like them. I still do conventional. It's just what I do is 1 week I'll do sumo and the next week I'll do conventional. The reason why I like sumo so much, not only because of better biomechanics, but also because I think it adds a lot more to my low bar squat. One of the important things about this is that you gotta make sure to have your form locked down. So I mean, your knees are gonna be out, shoulders are gonna be tightly packed, and act like you're pushing the floor down, not just picking the weight up. And always make sure to take the slack out. You'll see me do that before I lift the bar. I really progressed in these a lot. Actually, 3 months ago, before I had my rhomboid and supraspinatus issue, I actually deadlifted 485 for 3 reps. So that was an all-time PR for me. So I'm working back up to that right now. I used to do this a lot with dumbbells, but I switched over to the barbell Romanians instead, just because it's an easier setup. And I really enjoy the easier setup rather than just working around with dumbbells all the time. It can be kind of a hassle. So you can always do what feels better for you. I mean, I still do these usually on my high rep days, but for heavy, I'll just stick with the barbell. On my hypertrophy days, I'll actually pair these up with leg curls. Doing that with low bar squatting and the sumo deadlifts have really brought up my hamstrings this past year. So try that if you're having laggy hamstrings. Here we have Cynthia. Man, I'm really proud of her. She did an awesome job this contest season, her first time, and she really killed it. She's actually going to start training for powerlifting meet coming up in a couple of months. That's actually really exciting. I'll make sure to get some footage of that. I probably won't do one until after my bodybuilding season next year. So I'll be looking forward to that as well. Cynthia and I both do high bar squats, low bar squats, and front squats. We switch throughout the week, or every other week we'll do one or the other. Or sometimes we'll do all three. I mean, it's all about progression. Progressive overload is the key when coming to any lifting routine or program. It's not about the pump, it's not about all that gimmicky stuff that you hear about in the gym all the time. I know a lot of people believe in that stuff, but if you're not progressive overloading in the gym, you're wasting your time. And something I both stress that in our training routines is that, if either we're getting stronger, we're doing more reps with the same weights, more sets. Not only that, but also your form is getting better. If your form is getting better, your weight's bound to go up as well. So it's not always about just strength for that day. It could be fixing your form. And sometimes that could just be a mobility issue. We have both been very strict with our mobility and massaging to make the mobility issue not an issue anymore. It has been really helping us so far. It's funny because you always see us in the garage stretching our bands or in the gym, and people would just be looking at us weird. We just get used to it. Even though we get some really funny expressions sometimes. But hey, if it's going to keep helping us make gains and healthy in the long run, I'm all for that.
Yeah, it just felt really hard in the beginning. That usually happens. It's really hard and then it gets really...
It contains just the right balance of nutrients to help keep your gut healthy and green.
Is that right, Neil?
Go on.
Me? Yeah. Pushing the RP scale is kind of hard at first. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad.
Black Friday prices are back.
I'm getting better at it, but
I felt like I was lifting hard plates in the morning.
For just $299 each. Together they'll save you $200.
what set is this? Is your first back off set?
Yeah.
Where Black Friday prices are back, but not for long. More savings, more duty.
Okay, you said you cough why before a deadlift?
Sometimes it's hard for me to know if I'm fighting. So it's right. So in order for me to make sure that I just cough. So like.
I didn't know that. I don't even do that, but not bad.
I think I'm just gonna probably do like 3 and 4 sets of this, just because I'm running out of time, and I need to really learn on how to estimate my RPE scale, because sometimes I don't do it quite well.
How long have you been following the RP scale?
How long have we been doing it?
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing it like practically all my time with weightlifting, but I've been really concentrating on it the most with brittle, because that's what it really goes by in each protocol.
Yeah, I like the RP scale. I'm doing it too, and I think it's a good way to track progression in the gym, even when you're not feeling your best. You know, you still do the target weight and the back off sets. You know, they fill up the rest of the workout. Let's just say that. But yeah, it's a good way.
Because I used to kind of go by it, but not as much as I do now. Like I actually have to calculate it and stuff. But
You're getting better at it though, right?
I'm getting better, but today was way off.